What's up, guys? This is Tony Shoe, and today we're gonna look at the new Container Store drop front shoe boxes. Let's get it, YouTube. So today we're talking about something a little bit different. We're gonna go over the new Container Store extra large drop front shoe boxes. We're gonna compare it with the old one, the larger one, as well as I'm gonna show you a comparison with the Sneaker Throne drop side. Today's video is just really gonna be a comparison, completely opinion based, nothing scientific about this at all. I'm just gonna show it to you guys, give you my opinion, and we're just gonna kind of take a look at it. When the extra large Container Store drop front boxes came out, I looked online, tried to see if I can find some reviews on it. No one really had anything to say. No one really talked about it at all, besides maybe like one or two people on the internet. So I figured, you know what? I do need more anyway. Let's go grab it, unbox it, show it to you guys. Maybe hopefully this will help out someone that's thinking about getting these boxes. So years ago, I bought, just like many people out there, the Container Store drop box. Now, so many people all over the country have these Container Store acrylic drop boxes. They're really nice because they're stackable, they're compact, and what's nice is that they're able to kind of keep your shoes protected against the elements, moisture, dust, whatever it might be. A lot of the issues with shoe boxes is that a lot of times when you leave it in the shoe box, it's still going to be open to exposure, it's going to be open to deterioration, it's going to be open to moisture, it's going to be open to a lot of different things, whereas these give you a little bit more protection. Also, it's really just a nice way of displaying your shoes. You know, when you walk into your closet, your office, wherever you keep your sneakers, it's really cool to see the actual sneakers. Now, a lot of the old school guys, the OGs, they like to have the shoe boxes all stacked up. Some of them will categorize them. They'll have them by type of sneaker, and that's the way they like to do it. And you know what? I'm not knocking that at all. I think it's a beautiful thing when you walk into a closet and you see, you know, J1 boxes, J3 boxes, J4 boxes, and you know exactly where you're gonna go to get the sneaker you want. I personally, being that I don't really have hundreds of sneakers, I like having the visual aspect of seeing the actual sneaker. You know, if I want to get a sneaker out, I want to be able to see that sneaker I want, open it with the drop down, or drop front, I guess they call it, and just grab it. Problem with this particular one, which is the now called the large Container Store case, is that I have a size 13 foot, or sometimes 12 and a half, 13.
Oh, I'd say about a deuce and a half. Not bad.
And this thing doesn't necessarily work for a lot of my sneakers. Now, classic example is I have here my New Balance 990 V3s from Bodega. These fit great. Low top, you throw them right in, they slide in, you close it, and you can see the actual sneaker sitting inside. It's protected, you know, with the semi-translucent cover. It's still protected from a lot of the sunlight that's coming into the rooms. Not as much as the black ones, which we'll talk about in a second as well, but it also protects against any kind of dust that goes in, any kind of, you know, moisture is going to go in. A lot of times it protects it against the elements, even though it's in your house. So it's nice. Plus, when you walk in the door, boom, you see the sneaker, you know what it is, and you know what you want to wear. Problem is also, though, when you look at the bigger sneakers, so let's just say, for example, my Jordan Breads, you try to snap these in here. Look at the issue that we run into. They are entirely too big.
That's what she said.
Now, obviously you're saying to yourself, Tony, don't be an ass. You can just go ahead and slide them in this way, right? Where it's kind of like a side profile type thing. You can slide them in this way, and then it looks like that, which works. but I don't know, it's something about seeing them upright and all being kind of uniform that I prefer. So fast forward a few years later, Sneaker Throne is a pretty popular company who recently has kind of blown up on Instagram, Facebook, social media. They recently came out, and by recently I mean years ago, but they came out with a big Sneaker Throne thing with an LED light and the little slide out glass door that goes in front of it. This whole production. And it looks great, but it's pretty expensive. And it's not really an affordable piece of hardware for you to hold your sneakers unless they're kind of like grails. You know, that's something that you really spend money on if you want to show off grails or if you have a lot of money to spend. For me, I don't have a lot of money to spend. I would rather spend my money on my sneakers rather than the actual Sneaker Throne. So I do have a few of them, but one thing Sneaker Throne came out with was they also have a drop side plastic case just like the Container Store one. So let me show you guys that. So Sneaker Throne has these drop side cases. Now obviously the big thing you see is that it is so wide you can go ahead and put your size 13 sneaker in straight through the side profile. Obviously it's a much better, cleaner look. When you walk in the door, you walk into your closet and you see your sneaker in this profile, there's no mistaking what sneaker it is. And honestly, a big reason why you get sneakers is because you love how it looks. You love the way it's designed, the color, the silhouette, everything. So why not be able to see the most you can see from it? That's why I got these drop side cases. Now, the problem is that you do spend more on this one compared to Container Store. Now, I'm not gonna kind of dive into pricing. The links will be below in the description if you want to kind of take a look for yourself and do a little bit more investigation. But this is more expensive. You're gonna spend probably twice as much on this 6-pack than you would on a 6-pack of the large Container Store. So for you small fit people, you know, if you have a 8-9 foot, there's really not much of a motivation to go to something like this compared to Container Store ones, because Container Store ones, I believe the width is something like 9 inches for the large ones, I think, or something like that, or 7 inches. So if you have a small foot, you can go ahead and put it, you know, on its side if you want, and it'll still get the same effect as the Sneaker Throne drop side cases. For people that are bigger foot, you can't do that with your normal Container Store cases. Now, let's get into the new extra large Container Store case. Let's open that up. Now, one thing about the Sneaker Throne one comes in a bunch of small pieces. You got to put them together, which is kind of a pain in the ass. With the Container Store ones, as a lot of people that have the large ones know, they come in a gigantic box already put together. Now you get 2 pieces, the box, the cover in the front, and I believe it just kind of snaps right in. So let's go ahead and just snap it right in. So it just snaps right in like that, and then you just closes like that. So pretty easy, just like the regular Container Store ones. It's just a tab, comes right down. You push this down, comes right out. I'll be honest with you, you kind of get spoiled with the Sneaker Throne ones, because Sneaker Throne ones are actually magnetic. So it's very easy to kind of open and close. This one, just like the Container Store ones, you kind of gotta snap in. Not a big deal, it's just kind of a pain in the butt compared to the Sneaker Throne ones. The magnets are obviously a lot easier. So this is a big sneaker case. We have the happy median, which is that you can fit your size 12 or 13 shoe upright right into the box. So you see how there's a nice clearing. You can get it right in. You can see the whole shoe, which is nice. See the whole shoe, which is nice. And honestly, it's clean, you know? It's more affordable by a little bit. If you haven't already done so and you want Container Store cases, make sure you sign up for a free pop account. They're super easy to do. You go online, it takes 30 seconds to sign up. You put your email in, put your information in, boom, they send you a account information. You have 15% one-time use. This kind of down. So pretty easy. If you've done it already, you guess what? You can sign up for as many free accounts as you want with different emails. No need for phone numbers. They don't care. I will say, I've been using this a few times now in the last, few minutes. It's kind of a pain in the ass. I forget how easy it is to just snap the sneaker thrower ones back on with magnets. This is kind of a pain in the ass. To have to push the tab down, which is, again, this is first world problems, right? And then instead of just pushing it right back in, you kind of got to really snap it back in. Not the end of the world. Honestly, for the price, you really, can't complain too much. But for some people, it may be expensive. It may be expensive to kind of spend as much money as you do on container cases when the boxes that come with it are already kind of included in the cost. You don't have to spend any money on it. Now, the upside is that with the black cases, from what I've read, the black cases are much better for UV protection if you have any sunlight that comes into your rooms. For me, it doesn't make a difference. I'm in an office. My window is always covered, so there's no lights coming in really. So my sneakers are pretty protected anyway, but I still have the black cases because one, I like the black aesthetic, but two, it protects against the UV rays that are coming in. So that's a big thing as well. Now, I will be honest with you, it's almost comically large in terms of the width, because for anyone that's putting it straight through, I mean, you have a ton of room that's gonna slide around. Not a big deal.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Because you're not really gonna have issues with it moving around unless you have an earthquake and you live in California. But for me, it's really kind of unnecessarily wide. Now, kind of talking about what we talked about before, if you have a size 9, 8, or a smaller foot, it may be a really great thing for you, because now you can put it side profile and not have to worry about it coming apart. When you compare it to the large size, you can clearly see there's a big disparity in terms of the sizes. The extra large is significantly bigger than the large.
The center has to be at least 3 times bigger than this.
What do you guys think? Which one of these cases do you think is the best one? For me, the sneaker throne case is still by far my favorite case because, one, it's a magnet closure, so it's super easy to open, super easy to close. Two, very wide, so for people with big feet like myself, I can go ahead and put it right in, drop side, get the side profile of all my sneakers, and it looks beautiful. Now, with that said, you do pay a premium price tag from Sneaker Throne. There's very rarely any kind of real discounts. They always put this 10% discount thing, and a lot of the YouTubers have discount codes. It's still really expensive with discount codes, so I can't see myself buying any more, honestly. It's just not in the cards. It's too expensive. Sneaker Throw ones are nice, too pricey. Container store ones, the large is too small for me. The extra large fits very well. I will say I'm impressed with this. They definitely made some changes in terms of the quality. It feels nicer, it feels smoother. Maybe it's just because it's brand new, but it feels nicer and smoother, and it's got plenty of room in the actual shoe itself. I think I saw Jacques Slade talk about this before in his video recently, where you can even fit shoe boxes in here. Not sure if my size shoe boxes will actually fit, and honestly it's too far over there for me to go get it, but you can fit shoe boxes in there if you want. So if you're someone that's a really crazy, OG shoebox guy and you want to keep your shoe boxes clean forever, you can throw them in there with the shoes if you want to go crazy. I think it's a little stupid, but to each his own. What do you guys think of the Container Store extra large boxes? Is it something that you guys want for yourself? Is it something that's kind of a waste of money, you guys think? Do you think that it's actually necessary to have these plastic acrylic cases for your sneakers? Do you think you're fine to have your sneakers in the cardboard boxes that it came with forever? Well, not forever, because eventually these shoes all break down anyway and deteriorate, but what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. As always, please, if you haven't done so already, smash that like button. For future content, make sure you hit the subscribe. Until next time, see ya.